flipped Archewell, the charitable organisation named after their son, to Sussex.com, which seems to me a flagrant abuse of all the accepted practice with the royals. You do not explicitly exploit your royal titles like that. So you put it all together, and the jump on the plane when clearly he wasn't expected or particularly welcome, it turned out, and you left, I think, with a really cynical taste in the mouth, which is what this is all about: preserving their brand. Paula.
Preserving a brand, Piers, yes, you are very cynical. What has happened is that a son has discovered that his father is suffering from cancer. And in his dash to be by his side, he did whatever he could to get there, to spend that time with him. Now, I have also read that Prince Harry's time was limited. What the hell? By the men in suits, however they're referred.
Bee, wasp and fly as Harry, yeah.
Well, hang on, they were just getting Charles and Camilla were just getting a helicopter to Sandringham, right? The king is the king. In fact, if he wanted to spend longer with his son, who'd flown all the way from Los Angeles, he'd have spent longer with his son and the chopper would have waited. That's the real world. So this idea that actually Charles was furious and would have liked to just carry on for hours, or even get on the chopper and come with us, son, which is what I would do to my sons, because they still talk to me and don't trash my family on television every 10 minutes. That's the real world.
So I think you're accepting that you've read that story as well, and
stop it.
That you are choosing to ignore that story.
No, I'm calling,
and to focus on the story
I'm calling bullshit.
That suits
I'm calling
your story.
Bullshit on that story.
And we can't do that.
Well, we know the chopper took off.
Because what's important...
To Sandringham, where he was just going to rest.
What's important is to recognise that Prince Harry, hasn't he, sent out that fig leaf. He is saying to everybody, I want peace.
That is true. That is true. But I would say to that, the fig leaf has been snapped in half and whacked back. Are you serious? I mean, that's the reality of what happened here.
And that's unfortunate.
So I don't dispute that he wants to send out a fig leaf. What I do think is true is whilst Charles is his son, he may think, you know what, I just need to suck this up and just put up with it and let him back. William is utterly implacable. Yes. I mean, I'm told, no way, after what Harry did to his wife and with that book, not a chance.
And so what do we do about that? Do we define the lines even more? Do we dig the trenches even further? Or do we support this family?
I think we strip the time. I think, you know, the easiest thing? When I saw the Sussex.com stuff, I was like, really? What the hell? You're even going to do that? You're going to make it that transparent? I come from Sussex. I've spent more time in Sussex in the last week than they have in their lives.
So do you not want them to earn money, Piers?
I don't want them to exploit royal titles for personal financial gain. No.
He's a member of the royal family.
Doing no royal duty to justify exploiting the titles. No.
He would like to.
No. Well,
and
he's now saying
to be able to help.
All right, but okay, Sarah, this comes to the nub of this. Wait for it. This debate, doesn't it? Because yeah, I'm sure he does want to, because I'm sure he's seeing, particularly, I think, from the Platinum Jubilee balcony scene onwards, you're either one of the stars or you're not.
Well,
right?
And interestingly, I'm listening. You have my attention. The position that Meghan would have wanted to be in, not playing second fiddle, actually, they'd be right there now.
Right.
If they'd stuck around, they'd be right there, right at the centre.
I totally agree. But to me, they blew it, but they blew it in such spectacular fashion. Look, just put yourself in the heads of this family, putting aside their royals, right? You've got these two in America repeatedly, not just once, but from Oprah Winfrey onwards, repeatedly trashing them in the most vile manner in public. Fine, you know, a tabloid newspaper can do it. I've done it as a tabloid editor over the years, but always had the likes of Harry immediately piping up, attacking the papers for being intrusive and so on. Fine, he's entitled to that view. But what's he been doing that's any different, honestly?
Forgive me for interrupting, but we're acting as if Harry just woke up one morning and decided that he no longer favoured his father, no longer favoured his family. That's not what happened, Piers. We are talking about a lifetime in terms of Harry thinking and believing that he has been mistreated. And
Actually, we're talking about a timeline that really begins.